University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello again tonight. Two teams of students have an unparalleled opportunity to show off. Let's hope they do so. Whichever of them does so the most will find themselves in the second round. As shy as a giant panda, the University of Kent is making a very rare appearance in this contest. One of the so-called plate glass universities this year sees it celebrate the 50th anniversary of its royal charter. It was called the University of Kent at Canterbury until it changed its name to the present shorter form in 2003 to reflect its expansion out of the city to sites in Medway and Tunbridge. Students have the privilege of graduating in ceremonies held in the cathedrals of Canterbury and Rochester. Alumni include several novelists, among them the Booker Prize winner Kazuo Ishiguro, the Booker Prize nominee David Mitchell, and E.L. James, whose 50 Shades of Grey amazingly didn't make the Booker shortlist, but did make lots of money. With an average age of 30, representing around 19,000 students, let's meet the Kent team.
Hello, my name's Alexander Atmore. I'm from North London and I'm studying comparative literature.
Hello, I'm Emma Isworth. I'm from Tenterden in Kent and I'm reading for a Masters in Medical Humanities.
And this is their captain.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Gilroy. I'm from Durham and I'm reading physics.
Hello, I'm Thomas Cheetham. I'm from Bournemouth and I'm studying for a Masters in Military History.
The University of Newcastle has made a number of robust appearances in this competition without yet having taken the title of series champions. Its origins lie in two 19th century schools, one specialising in surgery and medicine, the other in the physical sciences, and these became one arm of the Federal University of Durham, then split across the two cities. The Newcastle colleges merged to form King's College in 1937, which in turn became the University of Newcastle upon Tyne, later simply Newcastle University. Alumni include the actor and comedian Rowan Atkinson, the singer and songwriter Brian Ferry, and the journalist and broadcaster Kate Adie, with an average age of 28, representing around 23,000 students. Let's meet the Newcastle team.
Hello, I'm Alexander Kirkman. I'm from Surrey, and I'm studying biomedical sciences.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Smith. I'm originally from Chorley in Lancashire and I'm studying medicine.
And this is their leader.
Hello, I'm Tony Richardson, originally from County Durham, and I'm studying for a Masters in International Politics.
Hi, I'm Kate Bennett. I'm from Chichester and I'm studying for an MA in Film Theory and Practice.
OK, the rules are unchanging in this competition. Starters are worth 10 points. They have to be answered on your own, on the buzzer. Bonuses you can confer upon, they're worth 15 in total. So, fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. What single-digit number links the lyric poets of ancient Greece, the historic counties of Ulster, the circles of Dante's Inferno...
Kent Atmore.
9.
9 is correct, yes. First set of bonuses for you then, Kent. They're on web browsers. Firstly, for 5, written by Tim Berners-Lee, the first browser appeared in 1990 and originally had what 12-letter name? It was later changed to Nexus to avoid confusion with the 3-word term denoting the Internet's leading information retrieval service.
World Wide Web?
Correct. The first graphical web browser was developed in 1993 at the National Centre for Supercomputing Applications at the University of Illinois. It's credited with popularising web usage. What was it called?
It's not just the Internet Explorer, is it?
No, it's Microsoft.
Oh. I don't know.
Pass.
It's called Mosaic. The leading developer of the Mosaic team, Marc Andreessen, went on to create his own company and develop what became the market-leading browser during the mid-1990s. What was that browser called?
No, I don't know.
Try it.
Opal.
No, it was the Netscape Navigator. 10 points for this. In an essay of 1932, what did Lionel Robbins define as the science which studies human behaviour as a relationship between given ends and scarce means which have alternative uses?
Kent Atmore.
Economics.
Correct. Kent, these bonuses are on fun in the titles of books, that is. Subtitled A Cautionary Tale, My Idea of Fun is a 1993 novel by which English author? His other works include The Book of Dave in 2006 and Shark in 2014.
Will Self.
Will Self is correct. A supposedly fun thing I'll never do again is a collection of essays by which US author, perhaps best known for the novel Infinite Jest? He died in 2008.
David Forster Wallace.
Correct. We Don't Play It for Fun is a work on cricket by the former Test match special commentator Don Mosey. Which county side's name appears in the subtitle?
Just try the county, Worcestershire, Nottingham. Choose one.
Kent.
No, it had to be Yorkshire, didn't it? 10 points for this. Noted for its collection of early books and manuscripts, the Chester Beatty Library is a designated national cultural institution in which European capital?
Newcastle Richardson.
Dublin.
Dublin is correct, yes. OK, your first bonuses, Newcastle, are on the Cloud Spotter's Guide, the inaugural publication of the Cloud Appreciation Society. I want you to name the type of cloud or clouds you get in each description. Firstly, rising in brilliant white cauliflower mounds, it looks more solid and crisply defined than other cloud types.
Cumulus.
Correct. Secondly, their name comes from the Latin for a lock of hair, for they're the delicate, bright, white wisps of ice that appear high in the heavens.
Cirrus.
Correct. Finally, the largest examples tend to occur in the tropics. The energy contained within a cloud like this has been estimated to be the equivalent of 10 Hiroshima-sized bombs.
Cumulonimbus.
Correct. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a hypothetical road sign showing some of the main tourist attractions and heritage sites in an English county. For 10 points, I want you to identify the county.
Newcastle Bennett.
Staffordshire.
Staffordshire is right, yes. Put you on level pegging. These bonuses could give you the lead. There are 3 more hypothetical road signs, Newcastle. In each case, I simply need you to identify the English county in which you'd find all the places of interest shown. Firstly, for 5.
Oxfordshire.
Correct. Secondly.
Dorset.
Correct. Finally.
Cheshire.
Correct. Well done. Another starter question. Answer promptly if you buzz for this. In an alphabetical list of the 12 months of the year, which month comes third?
Newcastle Bennett.
March.
Nope. Come on, Kent.
Kent Gilroy.
December.
Correct. Took you an almost embarrassing long time to work it out, but they gave you the time. So, a set of bonuses for you on puppetry, Kent. In which former traditional Japanese puppet theatre do half-life-size dolls act out a chanted narrative? The puppeteers dress in black to symbolise their invisibility.
Nominate Atmore.
No.
No, it's bunraku.
OK.
Secondly, using the shadows thrown into a translucent screen by 2-dimensional puppets operated by rods, wayang is a form of traditional drama from which Indonesian island?
No idea.
Java.
Correct. What form of puppet theatre is named in the title of an influential essay of 1810 by Heinrich von Kleist, cited by Philip Pullman as an influence on his Dark Materials trilogy?
Sorry.
Kabuki.
No, it's marionette. 10 points for this. Level pegging. What surname is shared by the multimedia artist known for his recurring character Mr. Dobb and for the manga-influenced super-flat style and the author of Sputnik's Sweetheart and Kafka on the Shore?
Murakami.
Murakami is correct, yes. You get a set of bonuses, Kent, on optical devices. Used for the production of a polarised light, which optical device is named after the British physicist who invented it in the 1820s?
What's the optical device?
Prism.
What's a lens? Lens?
Huygens?
No, it's nickel prism. A nickel prism consists of a rhomboidal crystal of what material, split along a diagonal and rejoined with Canada balsam resin?
What kind of thing would it be? Silicon? Glass? Opal? Crystal?
I don't have no idea.
Bismuth?
No, it's calcite. Born in 1801, which Italian inventor gives his name to a prism used in binoculars and other optical instruments to orient images?
Bernoulli? I don't know. Anything about this.
Can't help you too, I'm stuck.
Volta?
Pass?
No, it's Porro. 10 points for this. What egg-shaped organ forms most of the lateral walls of the third ventricle of the brain? It translates neural impulses from the cerebral cortex to be experienced as the sensation of touch, pain, or temperature. Its name in Greek means inner chamber.
Newcastle Smith.
Thalamus.
Thalamus is correct, yes. These bonuses are on eponymous lines. Firstly, after a British naturalist born in 1823, which boundary line between the Oriental and Australian faunal regions represents an abrupt limit of distribution for many animal groups? Come on, let's have an answer.
Armstrong.
No, it's the Wallace Line after Alfred Russel Wallace. Secondly, in 1893, which British civil servant gave his name to a boundary line that now marks the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan?
No, we don't know.
That's Sir Mortimer Durrand. And finally, named after a politician and social reformer, which line was first introduced in Britain in 1875 and now serves to indicate the internationally agreed load limit for cargo vessels?
Plimsoll.
Correct. It's a very close match, this, and with the scores on 60 and 65, we're going to take a music round. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can give me the name of the singer.
Kent Atmore.
Craig David.
Craig David is right, yes. That gives you the lead again, and he is among the select group of people to have been consigned to room 101 on the television programme of the same name, in which guests try to have their pet hates banished for all eternity. Your music bonuses are 3 more artists or bands who've suffered the same fate. 5 points for each you can name. Firstly, this group sent to room 101 by Neil Morrissey.
The Monkees?
No, it's the Bay City Rollers. Secondly, this singer sent to room 101 by Bill Bailey.
Then the stranger spoke. He said, "Do not fear. I come from a planet a long way from here, and I bring a message for mankind to hear." Suddenly, the sweetest.
Christopher?
It is Christopher, and finally, I want the singer of this band sent to room 101 by Mark Steele.
Well,
U2.
Yes, it was U2, but we asked for the singer, who was Bono, of course. OK, time for another starter question. Which of Shakespeare's title characters is described by a subordinate as of a free and open nature that thinks men honest but that seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are?
Kent Atmore.
Julius Caesar.
No.
Newcastle Smith.
Othello.
Othello is correct, yes. Get these bonuses and you'll take the lead. They're on communication and signalling systems. In each case, name the system from the description. Firstly, for 5, now rendered largely obsolete by mobile technology, a sign system used by bookmakers at racetracks to convey changes in odds.
Tic-tac.
Correct. Secondly, a method of visual signalling developed by the French engineer Claude Chappe in 1794 and named by him after the Greek meaning bearing a sign.
Semaphore.
Correct. What surname denotes a form of shorthand or rapid writing based on a phonetic principle? It was first published in 1837 as stenographic soundhand.
Pitman.
Correct. 10 points for this. Answer promptly if you buzz in. Give all 3 of the rhyming words that mean a device for raising water or compressing gases, a protuberance on the back of a camel, and a sudden economic decline.
Kent Cheetham.
Pump, hump, dump.
Nope. Anyone like to buzz from Newcastle?
Newcastle Kirkman.
Pump, hump and slump.
Correct. These bonuses are on an author, Newcastle. In the acknowledgements in her 2012 novel N.W., which author thanked 2 computer applications that block internet access for creating the time, as she put it?
Zadie Smith.
Correct. Smith's 2005 novel On Beauty opens with the words, "One may as well begin with Jerome's emails to his father." This line echoes the opening sentence of a book by which author, cited by Smith as her inspiration?
It's a Forster novel. No, it's not. Forster novel. Sorry, I can't remember what's weird.
A Room with a View.
No, I was looking for the author. It's E.M. Forster. It's the beginning of Howard's End. Which novel by Zadie Smith portrays the relationships between 3 London-based families, the Joneses, Iqbals and Chalfons? It won the Whitbread First Novel Award in 2000.
White Teeth.
Correct. 10 points at stake for this. Which large animal phylum is defined by the possession at some stage of the life history of a dorsal neural tube supported by a notochord, pharyngeal slits and a post...
Newcastle Kirkman.
Vertebrates.
No, and a post-anal tail. You lose 5 points, I'm afraid. Anyone going to buzz from Kent? They're chordata or chordates. Too late, I'd already answered. Right, 10 points for this. What term did the sociologist Ruth Glass coin in 1964 to describe the changing composition of London's West End from working-class residential neighbourhoods to...
Newcastle Richardson.
Gentrification.
Correct. These bonuses are on semiconductors, Newcastle. In 1833, which British scientist made the first documented observation of the semiconductor effect? The SI-derived unit of electrical capacitance is named after him.
Faraday.
Correct. In 1879, which US physicist discovered that charge carriers in solids are deflected in a magnetic field? The effect was subsequently named after him.
Charles.
No, it was Edwin Hall. And finally, noted for his work on semiconductors, the German physicist Carl Ferdinand Braun shared the 1909 Nobel Prize in Physics with which Italian electrical engineer whose later work underpins all modern long-distance radio transmission?
Marconi.
Correct. We're now going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a painting. For 10 points, I would like you to give me the name of the artist, please.
Kent Isworth.
Canaletto.
Indeed it is. That was his painting of the River Thames on Lord Mayor's Day. You're going to see 3 more paintings by Canaletto now for your bonuses made during his time in Britain. In each case, I want the name of the building depicted. Firstly, this building.
Hampton Court.
No, that's Warwick Castle. Secondly, I want the name of this institution.
King's College, Cambridge.
No, it's similar, but it's Eton College, and that's the chapel there. Looks a bit like King's. And finally, the building to the right of the painting here.
Is that York Minster?
Is it Minster? Or is it Ripon? No.
I don't know.
What was your gut feeling about that? York? We'll try for York.
York Minster.
No, it's Westminster Abbey. 10 points for this. What number is obtained by adding the regnal numbers of the victorious kings at the battles of Bannockburn, the Boyne and Bosworth?
Newcastle Smith.
10.
Anyone like to buzz from Kent?
Kent Gilroy.
12.
No, it's 11. It's Robert I, William III and Henry VII. Right, 10 points for this starter question. One of the most densely populated islands in the world, Salsette, is the location of which major city? The birthplace of Rudyard Kipling, Salman Rushdie and Sachin Tendulkar.
Newcastle Richardson.
Mumbai.
Mumbai or Bombay is correct, yes. These bonuses are on Greek mythology, Newcastle. At the wedding of Peleus and Thetis, Eris, the goddess of strife, threw down an apple inscribed for the fairest. 3 deities disputed the apple. One was Hera. Name the other 2.
Aphrodite and Athena.
Athene, yes. Which son of Priam and Hecuba was appointed by Zeus to resolve the dispute?
Paris.
Correct. All 3 goddesses attempted to sway Paris with bribes. Hera and Athene offered lands, wisdom and victory in battle, all to no avail. Whom did Aphrodite offer to Paris?
Helen of Troy.
Or Helen of Sparta was her maiden name. Right, 10 points for this. Revived in the late 19th century by the arts and crafts movement, an inglenook is a recess in or near what part of the interior of a traditional...
Kent Isworth.
Fireplace.
Fireplace or hearth is correct. Bonus is Kent on British birds for you. Noted for its distinctive down-curved bill, which large wading bird is the emblem of Northumberland National Park?
Curlew.
Correct. A black and white diving bird with a sharp compressed beak. What is the common name of Alcatorda, the emblem of the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park?
What did you think, Kate? What about...
I've no idea. I don't
Go
know.
for it, go for it.
Shall I go? Go on, go on.
Guillemot.
No, it's a razorbill. What is the single-word common name of Pandion haliaetus, a fish-eating raptor that is the emblem of the Cairngorms National Park?
What do you think?
Do you think it's an eagle?
Could be cormorant.
Something that's fish.
Fish eagle.
Fish eagle.
Cormorant organic, I don't know.
I'd go cormorant.
Come on. Cormorant.
Cormorant.
No, it's an osprey. 10 points for this. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan. These words appear in the first chapter of which book of the Old Testament?
Newcastle Smith.
Exodus.
No. One of you buzzed from Kent?
Kent Atmore.
Leviticus.
No, it's Joshua, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to penalise you for an interruption, Newcastle. Right, another starter question. Medoc is a wine-producing district on the left bank of which estuary formed by the confluence of the Dordogne and the Garonne?
Kent Isworth.
Gironde.
Gironde is correct, yes. Kent, these bonuses are on children's authors. After his baby son was injured in an accident in 1960, which children's author was a co-inventor of a valve used in the treatment of children with brain injuries?
He spits water that made the valve.
Come on, let's have it, please. Come on, you got it? It's Roald Dahl. Born 1866, which children's author and illustrator was also a prize-winning breeder of Herdwick sheep?
Beatrix Potter.
Correct. Who was appointed Secretary of the Bank of England in 1898? 10 years later, he resigned and published the children's novel for which he's best known. Come on.
Kipling.
No, it was Kenneth Graham. 10 points for this. The figure of the Bodhisattva, one who seeks enlightenment for the sake of all beings, is central to the Mahayana tradition of which...
Newcastle Smith.
Buddhism.
Buddhism is correct. These bonuses are on ballet. In each case, name the ballet in which the following pairs of female characters are rivals. Firstly, Nakia, in love with Solor, and the Raja's daughter, Gamzati.
No idea.
That was the Temple Dancer. And secondly, the half-sisters, Princess Rose and Princess Epine. No idea?
The Firebird?
No, it's the Prince of the Pagodas. And finally, the Sorcerer's daughter, Odile, and the transformed Princess Odette.
Swan Lake.
Correct. Another starter question now. In chemistry, atoms of which three elements are present in the cyanate functional group?
Newcastle Smith.
Hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen.
Nope.
Kent Gilroy.
Hydrogen, carbon and nitrogen.
No, it's nitrogen, carbon and oxygen. 10 points for this. The subject of a poem by Andrew Marvell, which Atlantic island was first settled in 1609 by shipwrecked English colonists? It's now a British overseas territory. And the answer, of course, is Bermuda, which you may have been about to buzz in and say, but I'm afraid you were beaten to it by the gong. You were just altogether a little too slow, I think, Kent, to get back on terms with Newcastle. But nonetheless, 115 is a perfectly reasonable score. I'm sorry, we're going to have to say goodbye to you, though. Congratulations, Newcastle. We'll look forward to seeing you in round two. You're also going to have to be a bit quicker in round two, I think. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. But until then, it's goodbye from Kent University.
Goodbye. Bye.
It's goodbye from Newcastle University.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.